that lemonade did look good as fuck. So that's what I would have made with my lemons. Made cannabis lemonade. Goodness.
Now, how much could they eat? Were they doing CBD or THC? Hopefully it was CBD.
Yeah, I think it was CBD.
Okay, because
Yeah, it
then
was CBD.
eating all the, you better whoa. If that's THC, baby, your ass is in for a treat. Buckle up, bitch, because your ass.
You better strap your fat ass in.
You better strap your ass in because that shit is gonna be hitting. Y'all gonna be having a different conversation if that's THC.
Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of Key and Carry, where we key
and we carry.
Hey, Miss Mamas.
Huh?
So now let's get right into our comment questions. This comment is from Sir Mydrick Moore. Sorry if I just butchered your name, but their comment reads as follows. My favorite look was Ressie's gangster Kool-Aid Man outfit. I do think that Chasing Dallas has become stagnant. Trey and Ariel evolved, but everyone else are where they are when we first met them. I think the cast should be closer to Trey's age. I'm tired of Trey being the most mature person in a room full of adults. And it's crazy because that kind of echoes what you just said, how Trey seems to be kind of the most mature person in the room, especially during like the whole like lemon squeeze or his interaction with Drecember. But
I wonder how did Trey and Dior meet, because they both seem to be like so creative and hardworking. So I'm curious as to how they connected and how he became Dior became his gay father.
Yes, both really creative. That's dope.
I was gonna say Ariel should be his gay mother, but then I don't think.
She's his auntie.
Right, I was gonna say that's kind of giving an incest tea. So, but yes, I do feel like I love the whole Kool-Aid game. Wait, did you finish reading it, or did I cut you off? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I finished it.
But the Kool-Aid gangster shit is funny. Because I feel like Ressie G would be the type he would be the type of bitch to break into your house and then say something shady.
Oh my gosh, deep cut. But you know what that comment just reminded me of? What? Remember on Family Guy when they kept saying, "Oh no," and the Kool-Aid Man would bust the wall like, "Oh yeah," and the judge was so fed up. He was like,
"Okay, can I ask everyone to please stop saying 'oh no' in this courtroom? Because the Kool-Aid guy's gonna keep showing up."
That nigga was tight. Yeah. Sorry, we just rabbit hole like a motherfucker. But right. Yes, thank you for your comment. Thanks for your comment. Yeah, and like we always say, if you want your comment read on a future review, or if you want your comment read on the next review, drop them down below in the comment box. We love interacting with you guys. We really love engaging with you guys. Love chopping up with y'all in the comments. So thank you as always. I'm Troy.
I'm Damon.
Yes, and we are back with another review for Chasing Dallas, season 3, episode 6, When Life Gives You Lemons.
The kids want to be heard. I'm trying to get full. The kids want to be seen. I'm too goddamn wasted to look.
Troy, what do we do when life gives us lemons?
I want to make lemonade.
Okay.
Or I could do an off-brand lemonade version of Beyonce.
I tried to change. To be sweeter. Prettier. Less gassy.
I thought you was gonna say something ratchet, like you was gonna bust the windows out your nigga car or something. I
don't know. Pouring in this gas tank.
Oh my god.
Lemon squeeze. I was having trouble squeezing interest out of this damn episode.
Here's the thing. You don't talk to me. I don't talk to you. You weren't invited. You were not invited for a reason. So it just made no sense to me that you showed up.
This is so boring.
It was just, I don't know. It was just, again, rehashing of the drama that we, honestly, comment down below if you care about the drama. I did like seeing Trey's event at the end, and there was a couple funny moments throughout the episode, but we'll get to it.
The only thing that really irritated me about the lemon squeeze is that the group, there were so many treats, like assorted treats on the fucking table, And the only person that really seemed to be like indulging was Trey and Dior. I'm like, I'm at this damn lemon squeeze. I see cookies, cupcakes. I'm smashing.
Oh, Ariel.
What y'all
You can't
talking
forget
about?
Ariel.
Yes.
Ariel
O'Hara Moreau. Smashing. I forgot. At that table, I think, you know what they gave me? Deep cut. Somebody asked her something and her response to delayed. Uh-huh. It reminded me of that time you took that fucking edible. And I think I asked you something yeah. And you just out of it. But
literally
yeah,
like 6 minutes later.
I would have been the fat root been smacking. But it gave me that episode of Family Guy. That episode of Family Guy when Peter was in the attic with Anne Frank, fucking potato chips.
How dare you?
That definitely would have been me at that table. I'm sorry. Like, eating at the worst fucking time, though. The wrong fucking moment. But
as soon as the Coke accusation came up, I feel like it should have cut to different people's face, like Coke, and then just you
Episode 6 opens up with the remainder of Trey Howard versus Drecember.
Since he is disengaging, do you agree to disengage?
That's partaking. I never engaged.
Well, partake, engage the source.
Overall, I don't give a fuck.
Dallas, you're not chasing, girl, because I ain't gotta chase shit, bitch. You ain't running nothing. You don't run nothing. You're not running anything now.
So,
I mean, that's the most mature and sensible thing to do. Like, you get no love or attention from me, and then it was so funny to me that like I do feel like, shout out to Trey for being the bigger person. I feel like he acts like he has more to lose.
Mm-hmm.
He acts like he has something that he, even when they were arguing, it just seemed like when he first got there, he just had better things to do. And it just seemed like, no shade, but it just seemed like Drecember was just there because he ain't had shit else to do.
When Trey kind of subliminally said, or not subliminally, he basically says, "You'll get nothing else from me." And it made me think of when Quan the Poet went off on D Hawkins on Chasing LA. And from this moment on, you get nothing from me. He was going to fuck off.
Smacking the shit out of that small ass thigh, baby. That thigh gonna get bruised. You keep smacking it, you ain't got much there. No shade.
Well, no shade, but you saw his knee pop when he lifted his leg.
Listen, I'm a smaller one myself, but the way he was smacking them thighs, I was like...
Trey Howard said, that's that bone. Next scene is the goddamn mom squeeze.
You have yet to do the work upstairs. And when I say upstairs, that means up here. You have a lot of childhood trauma and insecurities that you have brought over into your adulthood. And that is why we see the evenness spew from your pores on the daily. The longest friend you've ever had fell out for years. And the only reason why he's your friend again is by default. No shade. And that's the truth. I think I had one more, let me just say. And then I could even leave, because this is your party. I don't want you to feel too uncomfortable. Because the truth does hurt. I feel great. Yeah. So this is how...
Oh, now that's how you clear a bitch.
They basically had Ressie G in a goddamn, Anaconda vibes this entire event. Tragic. And my Noelle voice, they're tearing this girl to shreds. Shout out to Noelle. Before we get into the whole demise of this goddamn lemon squeeze, let's talk about some of the looks that were served at the goddamn lemon squeeze.
Yes.
Trey Howard's all black fit with the two French braids, the two waist French braids. I'm sorry, let me add that. I was here for it. I feel like with that fit, he definitely should have made a cameo on American Horror Story Cousin.
Definitely. He just needed and it's crazy because I feel like I keep seeing those big brim hats on the show. I know Carrie had on one. I know Ressie had on one. Somebody else had on one. I think Trey Womack had on one. But he should have had on one of them. Yeah, he could have been the new
definitely
Supreme.
could have been Marie Laveau shot.
The next Supreme.
I'm here for it. Yes.
Of Dallas.
Robert was dressed for it to be a late notice. It was really casual.
Robert didn't understand the assignment. No shade, but where was your denim? And I think Ressie said that you came in you know, no type of denim.
No jeans, no bow tie.
You know, it's Robert, so you know he can get away with it. I liked I liked Ariel's look. I like how I feel like she did the most for the assignment. Like I feel like she really took the assignment into consideration, just with like her dress and then the bow. It was cute the way she paired it together.
The hair, the makeup, the trench coat, and the girl is gonna have her toes out no matter how cold it is in Dallas, and I absolutely live for it.
A hoe's toes
absolutely live for it. Is that Belcalis?
It is Belcalis. And we haven't had a lot of Belcalis references on the show. We've had a couple, but you know we need to even it out. So like, no shade.
Don't do that. Let's not go there.
I might edit that out.
Well, you know, in traditional kii&carry fashion, I have a Nicki reference coming later.
True.
So
I got one. I literally have one coming. So
we're not Barbs though.
We
are not Barbs.
We're not Barbs.
We're not Barbs.
Love Nicki down, but we're not Barbs.
Not Barbs.
Can't go that far.
Moving right along.
I know.
I just put on my notes.
I'm just saying.
I can't.
Anyway, so I just have this like petty note. Those clear masks that they're wearing make their breath look hot. I'm sorry. I want to say that for the longest. But every time I see somebody with one of those like clear masks on and their breath is just fogging up the damn mask, I'm like, damn, their breath look hot as hell. I'm not saying it is, because obviously, how would I know, right? But like, just is it the condensation? Whatever it is making it look hot.
I also have in my notes, has there ever been a situation where a bitch that's seated at the head of the table is red to filth? Has that ever happened before?
I want to say yes, but I can't think of a specific instance where that happened.
I just wanted to ask Ressie, are you not embarrassed? This is very embarrassing. Like,
and my whole thing is, how you gonna call a lemon squeeze for y'all to solve y'all problems? The people show up, bring up first of all, they show up after you insulted them. They bring up their issues with you, and then you dismiss them. So what the fuck is the point of a lemon squeeze if they bring up their issues and you're like, so Ariel, do you have something to say? Like, what do you mean? Like, isn't that the point of a lemon squeeze? Is like bringing up the issue and then talking it out? Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
It's weird because Ressie's energy in his confessionals didn't match the energy he gave at the lemon squeeze. Like, he's shading in his confessional. Like I said, he's been keeping his foot on Carrie D's neck, but at the lemon squeeze, he was just kind of mute. And I was wondering if he was just, I guess, so passive because he knew like he had really fucked them over, especially like you said, Premier. But I wonder if that's why he was just so,
like, literally,
I guess,
half the
over
table,
it or whatever.
Half the table has beef with you. And I think more than half of the table has had beef with you at some point.
Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy that, you know, all these people have gotten into it with Ressie, but Ressie doesn't seem, it's crazy that so many people dislike Ressie, but Ressie isn't like a Drecember, for instance, where it's like he's actively trying to get under people's skin. Whereas Ressie G, I guess, is more like subtle and slight, where like he'll smile in your face and like act like nothing's wrong, but he's doing shit behind your back, I guess. But
I put in my notes that Premier reading Ressie gave me Selena Johnson reading Nikki Gilbert from was it RB Divas?
I'm gonna do something the devil ain't never did to you, baby. Leave you alone. Thank you and good night.
Not Premier reading the fuck out of Ressie and then offering to leave. Like, read the fuck out of him and then was like, honestly, this is your shit, so I can leave. I'm like, oh, so not did somebody else do that on the show? Said whatever they had to say and then just was like, oh, I'm gonna leave. I think it was
probably
Web Life. It was Web Life.
I also put on my notes that Premier reading Ressie, it gave him scold you.
Expose you. For those who don't know you, I put that on my mom when I said I
Another Queen of the Ring reference. Shout out to Queen of the Ring. Comment down below if you've ever watched Queen of the Ring. I laughed when Ariel said the kids want to be seen, but I'm too wasted to look. I'm gonna start saying that. The kids want to be seen, but I'm too wasted to look. Honestly, I got my blinders on.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot going on at that Lemon Squeeze.
Premier accused Ressie of stealing the retreat show
Mm-hmm.
from somebody, and then
that did happen.
I think at one point Ressie called somebody, and then
he called Andario.
Yeah, and then Premier was gonna call somebody, and I was like, this is kind of giving Nene versus Sheree when they both had people on the phone.
Diana, Sheree has Tyrone on speaker. I have you on speaker.
Nene picks up her phone and calls Diana. Now it's a four-way. I can barely hear what Diana's saying.
That lemonade did look good as fuck. That's what I would have made with my lemons. Made cannabis lemonade.
Now, how much could they eat? Were they doing CBD or THC? Hopefully it was CBD.
Yeah, I think it was CBD.
Okay, because
it was CBD.
Eating all you better whoa. If that's THC, baby, your ass is in for a treat. Buckle up, bitch, because your ass.
You better strap your fat ass in.
You better strap your ass in. That shit is gonna be hitting. Y'all gonna be having a different conversation if that's THC.
So the next scene of the show, George goes to visit his father's gravesite.
Each year I do a celebration for my dad. I love or I enjoy going to Shreveport, just to see my dad gravesite. I know being in the industry that, physically he's no longer in the body. It's just the body. But spiritually he's connected, and my hope is that he's in heaven.
This was a cool scene. It was unique. We got to see a Black man, more his father, be really vulnerable. Like I said, I always like scenes like this because it kind of breaks the stereotype that Black men aren't vulnerable. They can't be emotional.
I always find the fact that Ressie is a cast member and a disliked cast member at that, and a producer, just because it's like, you talk about how much you can't stand this person, yet they're literally sitting and listening to you interview about how you don't like them. Like, it's just, to me, it's just so interesting to me. So like, I noticed that when George was looking down at the site, the grave site, and he started to get emotional, they had a shot of Ressie kind of consoling him. So I was like, well, that's interesting. Like, y'all always talk about how y'all are, I guess, frenemies and how you can't stand him, but and I mean, I get it. Like, obviously, like, the hate ain't that deep to where, like, if you're crying, I can come and console you. But I just thought it was interesting that they don't like each other yet. To me, it would be like if Trey Howard like was crying, and then there was a scene of like Drecember. Well, that's a different story, but you know what I mean. Like, two people that don't like each other, and he's consoling.
Markel's tarot reading. Tarot card reading. How the fuck you pronounce that shit? It's a goddamn card reading. Shout out to the girl Raven. I think her name was Raven that performed the tarot reading. But before they got to the actual card reading, we see Trey Howard and Robert were kind of standing outside mingling. And I just want to say, I like how direct Robert is, because he was like these motherfuckers was like attacking you, literally attacking you, like attacking your physical appearance, your mental capacity. Like, you just took it like, stand up for yourself. He was just like, I ain't like that shit. His demeanor in his confessionals is so carefree, and it's just so funny because it's just like he's just talking to like his homeboy or something. Like Robert is so chill. I really like Robert. Like, he's just like so down to earth and so straight up. But I was like, yeah, Ressie, what the fuck is the Ressie that be in the confessionals being shady? Like,
true. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Ressie, if you see this and you want to come on our show and talk about it, I know there are plenty of platforms for you to talk about this on, but we'll have you. Tell us why you were quiet as a church mouse at this damn lemon squeeze. Like, I'm confused. I mean, you put it on, you were the one, you were hosting it, and you had the most issues, but you didn't say much. But yeah, I mean, I agree. But I have in my notes, Ressie probably didn't say anything because he's guilty. Like, I mean, what can you say when somebody confronts you with the truth? So, you know, I'm not saying it is the truth, but usually when you confront somebody and they have shit to say, probably guilty.
I put in my notes, no shade, but I wonder if she was comfortable around all those black
men. You are so trash, because she was kind of giving a. I feel like they should have went to oh, I guess that's in Miami. They should have went to old boy from the Come Up Miami. Remember he was like low-key kind of rude.
He was rude as fuck and was reading the instructions while trying to teach them how to do whatever. But
I don't know. I feel like this scene had the potential to be more interesting than it was. I know it had to be cut short, but I feel like they harped so much on her reading their like horoscopes, her reading the cards, that I feel like they could have kind of like put just the interesting bits in there, and like after that happened, they could have like met up afterwards and like did something. But to me, it was just kind of not boring, but it was just kind of like she was going in depth about their readings, but I don't know, I was struggling to find interest in like listening to their entire readings. So I feel like they could have just did like little like the interesting parts that she had to say about, you know, the cards, and then had them talk afterwards. So is Gerard Dior's friend? Is that his friend, the one that he got the space with for their business? Is that who Gerard is, or am I tripping?
That's Dior's friend.
That's
the one he got the
right?
shot with.
That's what I'm asking.
I'm not sure. When he was introduced to him, I think he was going by Phenom.
Who is Gerard?
I think that's Robert's friend.
Oh, okay. So that also confused me, because I was like, I don't know who that, like, because they were like, old boy dipped. What was his name?
Eric.
They were like, Eric dipped because he didn't want to get jumped by Gerard and Gerard's boyfriend. I'm like, who is Gerard? Like, what? Like, they didn't introduce him, so like I was just kind of confused. I thought that was maybe...
yeah. It was Robert's friend. Robert had like a confessional. He was like, my brother texted me and I told him I'm at this location, pull up on me. So they came in and
you know what?
That's all, boy.
My bad. I can admit when I'm wrong. No, but I wish they would have given him like a nameplate or something, just like a Lord Third or something, just because no shade, I kind of zoned out when he was talking in his confessional. So when I came to and they were like, oh, he was gonna get ran down on by Gerard's boyfriend and Robert, I was like, who is Gerard and Gerard's boyfriend? But yeah, I don't.
Hey,
listen. At least he was smart enough to leave when he felt like he was being threatened. It kind of gave me a National Geographic tea. Where like a prey can spot like a predator coming, so they leave. They try to run. Like, but I don't know. Robert don't even give me that vibe. But I mean, better safe than sorry, right?
Then we got another ad. Now this ad was more interesting than motherfucker a little bit, because it was an ad for real life and philanthropy. My only question is, who the fuck was that on that damn counter with all that ass? Who was that in that song with all that ass on that counter? Like, co-host. Now I have a question for you.
I was like, am I on my video? What is going on? I was like, wait, what is happening right now? I'm on YouTube, right?
Had that assy all on the kitchen counter. But co-host, I have a question for you. Not so much of a deep cut, but do you think that's what Kelvin and Lionel from Lovers and Friends gave on their camera, on their day off camera?
That's not my man. Like,
it was definitely given that type of tea. Definitely that type of time, I would assume. I cannot. Let me sit this ass on you. I said, who is it? I'm like, wait, because I'll be zoning out, especially when the ads come. I zone out. Unless it's Chocolate Beauty, hey. I be zoning out, and then, but like, I randomly come to, and like when I randomly came to, he was sitting his ass on that counter, and I was just like, what is happening? Like, and I watch Real Life of Philanthropy, So I was
Mhm.
just like,
Final scene of the show, Trey Howard sipping cell, excuse me. This is what initially, actually, that commercial for Real Life and Philanthropy got my attention. So I was like, what is this, honey? I said that Trey Howard should brand himself, or he should trademark Trey motherfucking Howard, Trey MF Howard. He should trademark that. Because this man is doing the damn thing. Like, I thought the event was so unique, so dope. He had so much support. Like, there were so many people there. I love the little impromptu fashion show. I'm gonna say impromptu because it was obviously planned, but I love the fashion show. I love the pieces that the models are wearing. The NASA jacket that the NASA blazer that I think the black model had on. That shit was dope as fuck. Like, I really liked it. But shout out to Trey. Like, he's grinding. Like, the event is it's going well, relatively well. And then and Carrie D's words, a blast from the past. Pops a lot of pop-ups this season, pop-up queens, but Womack. Trey Womack makes a cameo at the Sip and Sell, and him and Ressie G start to go back and forth.
I just have to say, Trey Womack was two-stepping coming up into that damn sipping sale.
And that mesh top.
The mesh top, the vinyl pants, he had the stiletto nails. I was like, okay, you better two-step. Boom, Trey Womack has stepped in the room. Two-stepping. Like,
yes.
I kind of wish he had stayed on the show. I feel like Trey Womack definitely was, I mean, I like everybody. I like most of the people that are on this season, but I feel like I wish he would have stayed. But yeah, what were you saying about him?
Oh, just him and I actually went to kind of backtrack because I didn't ask you what you thought of Trey's get up for his Sip and Sell event.
I thought it was cute.
The wig, the sheer shirt. I think the shirt was pinstripe. Trey's been turning out some goddamn looks.
Yeah,
I don't know why. This is kind of a reach, maybe a stretch, but anytime I see Trey with like straight hair, bone straight. Bone straight. Anytime I see him with straight hair, I think of Fatima from America's Next Top Model. I think it was Cycle 10.
Yeah.
Was that 10? Yeah, it was Cycle 10.
I know who you're talking about. I think she did definitely have bone straight hair on that.
I think it might be the cheekbones, but I don't know. Every time I see Trey in like a straight hair with straight hair, he reminds me of I see Fatima for some reason.
That's interesting because I feel like he looks more like Tiffany from what was that, like season 4? The one that got yelled at.
Okay, yeah,
more like her with the lips, the eyes, the cheekbones.
Okay,
but
I could see that.
But yeah, I actually liked his outfit. I thought it was cute. I like how he plays with, different. It seems like he definitely like studies fashion. Like he looks at like, maybe some like upscale brands or some high fashion brands that are out right now, and like tries to emulate or just influenced by what they're giving. But I thought it was cute. It was giving me a night owl. It was giving me a Nighthawk look. No, no Mortal Kombat, but it was giving me like a night. Like I'm going out and I'm gonna do something dangerous. That's what it was.
Yes. What did you think of Ariel O'Hara Monroe's her fit? She kind of performed.
It was giving me it was kind of giving me a belly dancer tee. Like,
she was in her confessional, like, I know y'all see the wig, the outfit, the hairline. Y'all probably thinking, why the fuck is Ariel dressed like this? I'm here to perform, honey.
It was kind of
cold as hell.
Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars?
Mm-mm.
Okay. That big. You've never heard of Jabba the Hutt? The big glide thing. Okay, never mind. But it won't work if you don't know what I'm talking about. But she was giving a belly dancer tee.
Okay.
I was here for it.
Okay.
And then not to cut you off, but I also was living for her confessional look. It was giving me
yes.
I feel
the
like
shoulder pads. Here for it.
It was kind of giving me like, I don't want to say a Madam T, but it was giving like, if it was kind of giving like she could be a madam if she wanted to be, and if she was gonna be a madam, her name would be Miss Champagne, because it was the whole look was giving me a champagne tea.
Okay.
The color, the shimmer, yeah.
Okay.
Crystal,
Another deep cut. But would she be giving the madam from that 12 movie, The Escort? The girl Kyria?
Yes. Something along those lines. Yes.
Goodness. Wow. Kyria had the hey, you know what? Never mind. We digressing. But yeah, some looks this episode. But Trey Womack versus Ressie G. Ressie G, it's been a lot of people stepping on his neck this episode. So yeah, Trey Womack and Ressie G start to go back and forth, I guess, about
can you breathe? Like,
you want to talk about being submissive? Ressie G was in a goddamn submission match. This entire goddamn episode. Like
tap out, bitch. Like, tap out at this point. Because they coming for you. Like,
yeah, like Ressie G was in a goddamn stranglehold this episode. But yeah, him and Trey Womack start to go back and forth. And it's crazy because now I wish I had watched like earlier seasons to kind of see like the history between Ressie and Trey Womack, because you know there's definitely Ressie has his side and Trey Womack has his side, but
it seems
I'm just curious to see who, I won't even say who's telling the truth, but like if y'all stop talking, does any of this really matter? Especially if Womack is dating George.
I was gonna say, I was just kind of like, yeah, I was just kind of I was just like, and I honestly, I feel like that applies to most of the drama on this show. Like, if y'all just stop talking about it, wouldn't it just disappear? Like, except for those coke allegations, because listen, the Chasing LA girls know, like
they know
coke. No, stop the drug rumors, please. I don't know why y'all keep doing this. It's hurting our community. But yeah, yeah. I thought it was, I don't know. I was just kind of like, it was just kind of useless at this point. Like, if you're dating George, which is so funny because like the season that he was on, I think that was last season, he said that George was trying to talk to him and he didn't seem interested. So it's funny that they're dating now, but hey, things change. But yeah, I just thought it was pointless. I'm like, whether y'all were in a relationship or not, y'all aren't anymore, so who cares at this point?
Right. People are also in the comments saying that Trey Womack is a DM monster. Allegedly. It's being alleged that Trey Womack is a DM monster. Somebody in the comments, DM monster. Somebody in the comments said that allegedly Womack was trying to get at him and one of his homeboys at the same time.
Hey,
but you know,
it's a holiday.
Live your life.
It's a holiday. Play with our pussy day. My goodness. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to complain because, you know, there's no use in that and there's no fun in that. But I'm happy to see work. I'm happy to see people on, you know, the show doing their thing and like, you know, really making a name for themselves. I really feel like Trey, like, you know, Trey is doing things, you know, and getting his name out there. And he's not the only one, but I do like seeing work. Ariel, of course. Ariel is also
yes.
So yeah, there are people that are definitely chasing, like Imani said. People are chasing, but there are some people that are chasing the wrong things. Maybe some of the girls are making lemonade, while the other girls are just mad that they got lemons. So you know, I don't know. I'm trying to make a
good way to put it.
I was about to say, I'm trying to make
Yes, and on a
here.
positive note. This was a Jerry Springer episode where you have nothing but trash talk, and then you end that goddamn episode on that goddamn high note.
They did. These bitches that beat each other blue, black and blue, fucking pulled each other together, called each other every name in the book, and then here he come. You know, the thing about conflict is, I'm like, wait, what? What?
Oh,
and then
God.
you got the nerve to tell us that. Tell them we well adjusted. Like they need that talk, that pep talk.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we tried to make the best of this episode. Hopefully next episode is giving a little more. But yeah, you know, still liking the season. Yeah.
I agree. The same way. Just looking forward to the next episode. And as always, we want to thank you guys for joining us in this review for Chasing Dallas. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share if you can. We're trying to get our views back up after our mini hiatus. Yeah, we really like engaging with you guys. So let us know in the comments how you thought about this episode. Are you as tired of the drama as we are? Who's your favorite? Also, who's like the best dressed of the cast? Who's turning out some of your favorite looks this season? A lot of looks have been turned this season. So let us know in the comments down below, down there.
Yes, we love interacting with y'all.
This has been Key and Carry, where we key.
We carry.
I'm Troy.
Damon.
Yes, and we will see y'all in the next one.